And welcome. This is the Coffee with Jay. I hope you guys are doing great. Now, please do kindly consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. I promise you're gonna love it here. And make sure you press your like buttons before you leave. Now, please, guys. Now, Nkatheko, you remember him from Ultimatum, South Africa. Now, this was one of the most famous couples from the show. Nkatheko is opening the lead on more of what transpired between him and Khanya. Have a look at his press release and make sure you buckle up because this is gonna be a bumpy ride. It reads, "Attention, a press release statement from Nkatheko K. Mahanye. In honor of your first birthday, Kawe David Mahanye, I will share our truth. This statement comes from the depths of my heart, born out of unconditional love, pain, perseverance, and an unshakable faith in God. It is not meant to condemn or accuse, but to share my truth as I seek to rebuild my life and create a safe, loving home for my son, Kawe. From the moment I learned I was going to be a father, my only desire was to protect and provide for my child. It was my desire to be his champion. Despite the challenges and complexities of my past relationship and current interactions with Khanya, I chose to stand by my child during her pregnancy, hoping to support him and secure a better future for Kawe. However, our interactions became more toxic and harmful, not only for me but also for our unborn child. After I'd witnessed her consume very dangerous substances voluntarily while pregnant, while we were separated, I knew I had to stick around to make sure that the child remained safe during pregnancy and after delivery. I made the choice to make her feel like I was on her side until I had the child in my custody. I faced repeated episodes of physical and emotional ill treatment, including incidents that endangered Kawe's safety. For moments when Khanya displayed erratic and violent behavior that I could not ignore. She physically attacked me on multiple occasions, punching, scratching, and even using objects to harm me. One of the most dangerous incidents occurred while she was pregnant, where her aggression turned physical and escalated to the point where I was very concerned for both her and the baby's safety. After Kawe's birth, things did not improve. Her temper became more volatile and she often resorted to violence, even in Kawe's presence. The most harrowing incident came when Khanya's, oh guys, you know the word STABBED during an argument while I had him in my arms. The attack left me physically wounded, but my primary concern was for Kawe, who was in the house at the time. This act of violence was a stark reminder that her behavior was spiraling out of control, and it was no longer safe for my son to remain in such an environment. Khanya's erratic decisions and actions also extended to her treatment of others. She destroyed property, lashed out at friends and my family, and refused any attempts at reconciliation and intervention. Her unpredictable and unstable behavior created a volatile household, leaving me no choice but to seek custody of Kawe for his well-being. This is not an easy story to share, but I believe it is necessary. I do not wish to harm or humiliate Khanya, but I cannot stand by idly while my son's livelihood and safety is at stake. I've gathered evidence of these incidents, including medical records, photographs, and testimonies, not out of malice, but to demonstrate to the court that I'm capable and prepared to provide for Kawe with the stability and love he deserves. I believe it is my God-given responsibility as a father to stand up for my child no matter the cost. My prayer is simple: to be given the opportunity to raise Kawe in an environment that prioritizes his safety, growth, and happiness. I do not wish to see Khanya punished or vilified. I only wish to provide for my son the way God has called me to. The legal system has often overlooked the voices of fathers in custody battles, but I pray for justice and discernment in this case. I trust that this evidence presented to the court, it will see that my intentions are pure and my love for Kawe is unwavering. Through all of this, my faith in God has been my anchor. I'm reminded of Romans 8 verse 28. And we know that in all things, God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. Also take comfort in Proverbs 22 verse 6, which says, "Start children off on the way they should go, and even when they're old, they will not turn from it. These verses guide my actions as a father and reassure me that God is going to bring the good out of this situation. I also hold on to the words of Isaiah 41 verse 10. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. The scripture has given me strength in moments of doubt and fear, reminding me that God's presence is constant even in times of trial. To fathers facing similar struggles, I encourage you to stay strong and faithful. Our children deserve our unconditional love and protection. I pray for strength and wisdom for all who are fighting their families. I didn't tell my family most of the things that happened in this past year or so because I needed them to trust that I could handle it, and I am. And I know that my family is proud of me for overcoming this the best way possible. I write this not to seek sympathy or to harm anyone, but to speak sincerely as a father who deeply loves his child. My hope is healing, accountability, and ultimately a brighter future for Khanya. I believe in the power of prayer, forgiveness, and perseverance, and I trust that God will guide the situation toward justice and restoration. Thank you for reading my story. May it inspire understanding and commitment to putting the needs of our children first. Any questions about this press release should be addressed to Nkatheko at sevenfoldreception@gmail.com. Yours faithfully, Nkatheko. Now, I am in disbelief. A girl who looks like she's smart and is good looking, she looks, she's so well spoken, can do this to her unborn child. I cannot believe it. Why would you be pregnant and doing this? For some reason, I do feel like Khanya must be facing some battles. Like she must be facing some battles mentally. It's not all the time that you have everything in life. We did hear that she went to private schools when some girls came out to say that she was the biggest bully at school and everything, but you just might not have everything. And sometimes you're left, you have daddy issues. There's just something you might have gone through that tends to affect you as you grow older. Now, when these issues go unresolved, it is when a person turns into a Khanya. They are unruly, they are erratic, and the violence, Khanya, no. We saw it on the show. We saw the signs. The signs have already been there. But at this point, I am 100% on Nkatheko's side. Nkatheko needs to take custody of their son, Khanya, because this clearly shows that she is an unfit mother. Honestly, I do feel like the child's life is in danger as long as he or she is around such an environment. And kudos to you, Nkatheko, for coming out and being so brave to speak out about this. I know that you know for sure that it's going to cause a lot of chaos, especially with Khanya herself. Sometimes you just have to take the highway, and I understand why you had to release this press statement. At this point, I fear for Khanya's life. He does not deserve this. He did not choose to be born by a mother such as Khanya. Khanya needs help, guys. We did see on the show she needs help. Where is her mother in this instance? Because her mother is there, the one who is probably enabling her. Honestly, if you're looking at Khanya, you can see that she's one of those kids that were never told no and they were spoiled. So at this point, Nkatheko, you need to take custody of your son. There is no other way. Because honestly, looking at Khanya, we cannot even trust the people that raised her to raise our little Khanya. Nope. So kudos to Nkatheko for being a better father than most. This is the end of this video. Do let me know what you think though down in the comment section. Don't forget to like this video, and I'll catch you on my next upload.